Shit.
The shocking truth about living in New Zealand. You are warmly welcome back to this channel. Today, we're diving into the shocking truths about living in New Zealand, a country that often seems like paradise on earth with its stunning landscapes, friendly locals, and laid-back lifestyle. However, beneath the surface, there are aspects of life here that might surprise and even shock those who are thinking of making the move. Living in New Zealand isn't always as idyllic as it's made out to be, whether it's the high cost of living, the challenges of finding affordable housing, or the cultural adjustments you'll need to make. So, before you pack your bags, click like, subscribe, and let's explore the realities of life in this beautiful but complex country. 10. The high cost of living. One of the most shocking truths about living in New Zealand is the high cost of living. While the country offers a great quality of life, it comes with a hefty price tag. Everything from groceries to utilities is more expensive compared to other countries, especially in major cities like Auckland and Wellington. This is largely due to New Zealand's geographic isolation, which makes importing goods more costly. Additionally, local wages often don't keep up with the rising prices, leaving many residents feeling financially stretched. For newcomers, adjusting to this higher cost of living can be a significant shock, especially if they're coming from countries where daily expenses are lower. It's important to budget carefully and be prepared for these expenses before making the move. 9. Housing crisis. Another shocking reality is New Zealand's ongoing housing crisis. The dream of owning a home is out of reach for many, with property prices in cities like Auckland skyrocketing in recent years. Even renting can be challenging, with high demand leading to increased rental prices and a competitive market. Many people find themselves living in less than ideal conditions or paying far more than they would in other countries for similar accommodations. This housing crisis has led to growing social inequality and has become a major issue in New Zealand, making it one of the most challenging aspects of living in the country. 8. Geographic isolation. New Zealand's geographic isolation is both a blessing and a curse. While the country's remoteness contributes to its unspoiled natural beauty, it also means that residents are far removed from the rest of the world. International travel is expensive and time-consuming, and the isolation can lead to a feeling of being cut off from global events and cultures. For those who have family or business connections abroad, this distance can be a significant drawback. Additionally, the isolation affects the availability of certain goods and services, as importing products takes time and adds to the cost. This geographic isolation is something that many people overlook when considering a move to New Zealand, but it can have a profound impact on daily life. 7. Limited career opportunities. While New Zealand is known for its high quality of life, the job market can be challenging, especially for those in specialized fields. The country's relatively small population means that there are fewer job opportunities compared to larger, more populous nations. This can make it difficult for professionals to find work in their field, leading to underemployment or the need to take on jobs that don't match their qualifications. Additionally, salaries in New Zealand are often lower than in other developed countries, which can be disappointing for those who are used to higher earning potential. This limited job market is a significant consideration for anyone thinking of moving to New Zealand, especially if career growth is a top priority. 6. Cultural differences. For many newcomers, adjusting to New Zealand's unique culture can be a surprising challenge. While the country is known for its friendly and welcoming people, there are subtle cultural differences that can take time to understand and adapt to. Kiwis, as New Zealanders are known, have a laid-back approach to life, which can be refreshing but also frustrating for those used to a faster-paced environment. Additionally, the concept of tall poppy syndrome, where people who stand out or achieve success are often cut down, can be a difficult adjustment for those from cultures that celebrate individual achievement. Understanding and adapting to these cultural nuances is essential for anyone considering a move to New Zealand. 5. The weather. New Zealand's weather is notoriously unpredictable, and this can be a shock for those who are used to more stable climates. The country experiences a wide range of weather conditions, often on the same day. It's not uncommon to experience rain, sunshine, and wind all within a few hours. Additionally, the lack of central heating in many homes can make the colder months particularly challenging. While the weather in New Zealand adds to its dramatic landscapes, it can also be a source of frustration for those who prefer more predictable conditions. Being prepared for all kinds of weather is key to enjoying life in New Zealand, but it's something that many people aren't fully aware of until they arrive. 4. Earthquakes. Living in New Zealand also means living with the reality of earthquakes. The country is located on the Pacific Ring of Fire, a region known for its seismic activity. While most earthquakes are small and go unnoticed, larger quakes can and do occur, sometimes with devastating effects. For those who are not used to living in an earthquake-prone area, this can be a significant source of anxiety. It's important to be prepared for the possibility of an earthquake and to understand the safety measures that should be taken. While the risk of a major earthquake is relatively low, it's still a factor that should be considered when thinking about moving to New Zealand. 3. Healthcare system. While New Zealand's healthcare system is generally good, there are some shocking truths that newcomers should be aware of. Public healthcare is available to all residents, but there can be long waiting times for non-emergency procedures and specialist appointments. Additionally, the availability of certain treatments and medications can be limited, particularly in rural areas. Many residents choose to take out private health insurance to cover the gaps in the public system, which adds to the overall cost of living. Understanding the strengths and weaknesses of New Zealand's healthcare system is important for anyone considering a move, especially those with ongoing medical needs. 2. Education system. The education system in New Zealand is generally well regarded, but some challenges may surprise newcomers. While public schools are free, the quality of education can vary significantly depending on the location. Schools in more affluent areas tend to have better resources and facilities, while those in lower-income areas may struggle with funding and staffing. Additionally, the cost of private education can be high, and places in top schools are often competitive. For families moving to New Zealand, understanding the education system and the options available is crucial to ensuring that their children receive a good education. 1. Social issues. Despite its image as a peaceful and progressive nation, New Zealand grapples with a range of social issues that can be surprising and unsettling to newcomers. One of the most concerning is the high rate of youth suicide, which is among the highest in the developed world. This alarming statistic highlights underlying issues such as mental health struggles, bullying, and a lack of adequate support services. Domestic violence is another serious problem, with New Zealand having one of the highest rates of family violence in the OECD. These issues are compounded by the challenges of substance abuse, particularly in rural and disadvantaged communities. The country's ongoing housing crisis has also contributed to growing social inequality, with more people facing poverty and homelessness. While New Zealand's welfare system provides some support, the rising cost of living, especially in major cities, has left many families struggling to make ends meet. The stark contrast between the country's natural beauty and the social struggles faced by many of its residents can be jarring. For those considering a move to New Zealand, it's essential to understand that while the country offers many positives, these social issues are a significant part of the reality that might not be immediately apparent. Living in New Zealand offers many benefits, but it's important to be aware of the shocking truth about living in New Zealand. Let's hear from you, and remember to subscribe for more. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.